How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And recently I've been having some realizations. I've realized that a lot of people get so caught up in life, they may not realize at times they're doing things that ruin their own lives. So today, we're going to go through how you may actually be ruining your own life without even realizing it. Understand first that life is not a straight line. Life is not a set timeline of milestones. It's okay if you don't finish school, get married, find a job that supports you, have a family, and live comfortably by this age or that age. The world isn't going to condemn you for not having all these things done by a certain point. In life, you are allowed to backtrack. You are allowed time to figure out what inspires you. And you are allowed time. And I think often people forget that. We choose a degree out of high school because that's what we're programmed to do. We choose a job right out of university, even if we didn't like what we studied, just because we invested a lot of time into it. We end up going to that job every morning so we can support ourselves. And what I'm trying to get at here is that we take the next step and the next step until it becomes too much. We become depressed and stressed out and pressured, but we don't know why. And that is how we ruin our life. You ruin your life by choosing the wrong person. And these days, a lot of people out there fast-track relationships. And I think a lot of people are obsessed with the idea of being somebody else's rather than first being somebody themselves. And it's definitely true of my early 20s. I had a mindset back then that I needed someone to stay. I didn't care who they were, what they were like. I just wanted someone in my life to stay. And this opened me up to the wrong person, and I just settled for anyone who would end up staying. So find a relationship that motivates you to be a better person. Often the kickback of this is that I don't want to be alone. Well, be alone. Eat alone, take yourself out to dinner, sleep alone, and doing this will make you learn about yourself. You'll grow, you'll figure out what inspires you, and you'll be able to get a sense of clarity that when you meet the right person, you will be sure of it, because you're sure of yourself first. You ruin your life by letting your past control you. Now, things will happen to you in life that suck. There's no escaping that. There's going to be heartbreak, grief, confusion, days where you feel completely lost, and there's going to be moments that will stay with you. Words that someone said about you that will stick and that you'll remember for years. I spent a long time in my past letting other people's words affect me. You cannot let these moments define you. They're simply moments. They're simply words. Don't allow every negative event in your life to define how you see yourself. This will then lead us to negatively view the world around us. We're going to end up telling ourselves that we missed out on that job opportunity because we're too stupid. We'll tell ourselves that our old partner left us because we aren't good enough. Allow yourself to move past these events. If you don't, you'll only keep on justifying and reliving old events that were just a moment in time. You ruin your life when you compare yourself to others. Now, something that we've talked about a lot on this channel is how comparison is the thief of joy. The amount of followers that you have on social media doesn't increase or decrease your value. And I wish someone told me all this when I was 20. I spent a lot of time trying to get validation from other people and wanted to look cool and wanted people to be jealous of my lifestyle and think that I was doing well for myself. All for me to realize now that it's just a complete waste of energy and time. The amount of money you have will not influence your compassion or happiness. So comparison will only lead us to the need that we need to feel important and we need to feel validated. So stop that, because you're just enough as you are. You ruin your life by desensitizing too much. And I think this is especially true to all the guys out there. How often do we feel like we can't really tell people how we really feel, and we want to keep everything inside? And what I've realized over time is that only creates a bigger problem. We're afraid to say too much, we're afraid to feel too much, and we're afraid to let people know how much they mean to us. Ask yourself, is it really that crazy of an idea to let other people know how much they mean to you? Life is really too short to keep feelings bottled up. So let them out. It's okay to be vulnerable at times, and there's actually quite a lot of courage in showing your feelings. Lastly, you ruin your life by tolerating it. We should all be excited to be alive, and I think life is such a big gift. Recently there was this story where this really famous footballer in my country passed away in a car accident aged just 28, and it really got me thinking that life is so vulnerable and it can just be taken from you at any moment when you least expect it. So when you settle for less than what you desire, you cheat yourself of you and all of your potential. So don't go through life just tolerating every day. Wake up and enjoy every single day you have. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care guys. Peace.